Hi, I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig, and what's currently keeping Callie and I from hitting the ground as we're out here rock climbing is the Edelweiss Energy 9.5 millimeter Supereverdry rope. Now, I love getting new ropes. There's nothing like pulling a new rope out of the bag and heading out to your local crag to test it out. We've had this one now for a couple of months. We've put a lot of climbs on it, and I'm still just as happy with it now as I was when I pulled it out of the bag. When we first got it, I did notice that it was maybe just a little bit stiff, and we also use a gree-gree a lot of the times when we're climbing, and it tends to very easily slip through the gree-gree. I mean, the gree-gree still works, but it's just very easy to feed it in and out of that belay device. So the rope does have a little bit of a slickness to it. After probably 2 or 3 days of climbing, I noticed that that was gone and it felt a little bit more broken in. Also, I noticed that it was just a little bit stiff. Again, after a day or two of actually climbing on the rope, it really broke in nicely. I've been really happy with it. So the reason I chose the Energy 9.5 is because I wanted something that was what I would consider a light rope, because this is still a heck of a lot lighter than my older 9.8 that I have. And so I wanted something that was light. I wanted to use it multi-season as well. I wanted to use it to be able to lead climb on, top rope all day with friends, and go ice climbing with it. And so that's kind of where that Supereverdry treatment comes into play. With that treatment, it's above the standards for the UIAA that they've set. And I wanted something that wasn't just gonna soak up the water and freeze on me. Also, what's nice about that Supereverdry treatment is that it adds extra abrasion resistance to this sheath on the outside of the rope. That's great. This rock that we're climbing here is super gnarly in spots. It will cut my fingers open. I'm actually really surprised. This is the quarry wall, by the way, outside of Canyon City at Shelf Road in Colorado. If you guys have ever climbed here, you know what I'm talking about with some of these places where this rock is just crazy sharp. So I've noticed that it does hold up relatively well when you're being lowered, or again, you're top roping and you're just riding on this rock. So even if maybe you don't think you're gonna need it in wet conditions or ice climbing or something, I still think I'd recommend that Supereverdry treatment. Also, what's great about this rope is that they're using this Unicore technology. So on a lot of ropes, or especially my old rope, the outside sheath that you can actually see here and what you're touching, that is separate from the internal part of the rope. So if you actually cut this open, you'd be able to pull it apart and you can see that there's the rope inside and it's kind of moving independently. With the Unicore process, they've actually woven everything together. So it's a little bit safer. Let's say that you did get a cut in your rope, you could probably at least get down and get to safety being on the ground or something and have the whole rope hold together. By having that outside sheath being woven into that inside rope core portion. Something I didn't mention that I'd like to touch on really quick about that Supereverdry as well is that they also offer an Everdry treatment, and that is more just for a treatment on the external part of the rope. The Supereverdry though is actually each strand of rope is treated and then it's woven together as this rope that you see here. So it's just a better treatment overall. If you can spend the money, I would recommend that Supereverdry over the Everdry. But again, they're gonna both be good. It's just that one is just a little bit better. Now, I have this in the 70 meter. Like I mentioned, it is very light. I'm very happy with it. The 70 meter, anything that Callie and I are gonna go do, this is gonna be plenty long for us. And then you can see that I have it stored in this Beal folio rope bag. It has this tarp that comes with it. You know, there's nothing worse than getting a brand new rope and throwing it in the dirt, having people step on it. And this rope bag I like because it has a nice large tarp with it and it's really easy to fold. I don't have to fold it into tri-folds like 3 different ways, which is what my old rope bag was. This one, I literally throw the rope as you see it, I roll it up and tuck it into place and it's ready to go for the next day. Again, that's made by Beal. This rope is the Edelweiss Energy 9.5. I definitely give this a thumbs up. High recommendation. Check them out. If you guys have any questions about the rope, please leave them in the comment section below and Callie and I will get back to you. Also, if you're wondering where we are or what we're doing, check us out on Facebook and Instagram @AdventureRig. If you guys like these videos, please make sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. That helps us know what you guys like. And again, as always, thanks for watching. I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig.